In the sun-baked land of Egypt, under the oppressive rule of Pharaoh, the Hebrew people toiled as slaves. Their cries of despair reached the heavens, and the Lord heard their anguish. It was into this world of suffering that a child, destined for greatness, was born. His mother, Jochebed, knowing the Pharaoh's decree to cast all newborn Hebrew boys into the Nile, made a desperate choice. She wove a basket of papyrus, coated it with pitch, and gently laid her son within, setting him adrift on the mighty river. By divine providence, the basket floated to a place where Pharaoh's own daughter bathed. Her heart, touched by the crying infant, defied her father's decree, and she rescued the baby. She named him Moses, drawn out of the water, and he was raised in the splendor of the Egyptian palace, learning the ways of royalty, yet never forgetting his true heritage. One day, as a young man, Moses witnessed an Egyptian taskmaster brutally beating a Hebrew slave. His heart ablaze with righteous anger, he intervened, striking down the Egyptian. Fearing Pharaoh's wrath, Moses fled into the vast wilderness of Midian, becoming a shepherd. Years passed, and Moses settled into a quiet life, marrying Zipporah and raising his family. But God had not forgotten his chosen people, nor his servant Moses. One day, while tending his flock near Mount Horeb, Moses saw a sight that defied explanation, a bush burning with fire, yet not consumed. As he drew near, a voice from within the flames called out, "Moses! Moses!" It was the voice of God, who revealed his holy name, "I am who I am," and commanded Moses to return to Egypt, to demand Pharaoh release his people. Moses, humbled and hesitant, protested, "Who am I that I should go to Pharaoh?" But God promised to be with him, to empower him, and to send his brother Aaron to speak on his behalf, with a staff that could turn into a serpent, and a hand that could be made leprous and clean again. Moses, though full of trepidation, obeyed. Moses and Aaron confronted Pharaoh, delivering God's demand, "Let my people go." But Pharaoh, hardened of heart, refused. Instead, he intensified the Hebrews' labor. Then began a series of 10 plagues, each more devastating than the last. The Nile turned to blood. Frogs swarmed the land, lice tormented all. Flies filled the air, livestock perished. Boils afflicted people, hail rained down. Locusts devoured crops, and darkness enveloped Egypt. Still, Pharaoh refused to yield. Finally came the 10th and most terrible plague, the death of the firstborn, in every Egyptian household. But for the Hebrews, there was a way to be spared. God commanded them to sacrifice a lamb and mark their doorposts with its blood. The angel of death would pass over their homes. On that fateful night, a wail of sorrow rose from every Egyptian home, as the firstborn perished. Pharaoh, finally broken, commanded Moses and the Hebrews to leave. With haste, the Hebrews gathered their belongings and subscribed for part 2.